Hi everybody, it's Casey Williams. While most luxury automakers have been really going full bore into electric vehicles, Lexus has stayed more with the traditional hybrids, really relying on a combination of good fuel economy and long distance driving. But it really was time for them to get serious about electric vehicles. And the first one out of the chute is the RZ 450e, which is high on Lexus style, but maybe not so high on range. Let's go have a look at it. You'll definitely recognize the RZ as part of the Lexus family. Shares a lot of the styling cues with the NX and the RZ crossovers that are about this size. The only real difference is you'll notice in the front that where the spindle grille normally is, there's a big plastic piece. But it does have kind of some interest there too, so you see the kind of a grille look to it. The squinty headlamps, LEDs, the driving lamps here. But when you come around the side of it, it's a much more dynamic looking car. I think it's a sportier looking vehicle. And actually I like this better than their other current crossovers. I love this line here. I love this curve. I love the way it dips up. Again, just a lot more interest to it, just not nearly as boring as some of the Lexus crossovers. 20-inch alloy wheels. You can really squat it over them. The big thing you really notice too outside of the front end that's different, if I can get to open, we've had trouble today, is the door for the plug. So again, right here in the front fender, easy. What I like about this too is I have a charger in my garage. And what I really like about this is you can just drive straight in, easy to plug in, easy to do it. Some of them, they put them in the back fender, you have to back in, it's a little more difficult. I like this a lot, it works out really well. But I have had just a little bit of trouble getting it, there I got it, open and closed today. Come around the back again, you got the floating roof, again, a lot like the RX does. And I really like this high deck, looks very concept car. These thin wraparound tail lamps, I think just look really nice in the Lexus script across the back. Again, the whole thing, it looks electric, it looks like a concept car. It works really well. Power hatch. And again, this is really a 4-passenger vehicle, 5 people in a pinch. I think there's plenty of space back here for luggage. The back seats do fold down. And being an electric vehicle, pretty much the full length of the vehicle is used, for a passenger compartment. So there's a lot of space in the back seat for 2 people, a lot of space in the front seat for 2 more. And I think the packaging is really nice. If this was a gas-powered car, I think you'd even like it too. But I think being electric does have some advantages and really does help with the packaging of it. Lexus has always been very innovative in its approach to luxury, and that really carries into the RZ. I really like this interior. I've been driving around town this week, out on the highway. It's very comfortable. It really is what you expect in a next generation Lexus, and I think it works really well. Let's just start with kind of the style of it. I like these ultra suede seats. They're not cow suede, they're vegan suede, but that's good. It's an EV, we're environmentally conscious, environmentally friendly. I like that a lot. But they're also very comfortable. Like just enough bolstering to hold you in, but not so much to kind of dig into your sides when you're just cruising on the highway. Very nice balance. I like the wood grain here in the dash. I like the padded materials here, contrasting colors. The flybridge console down below. There's not a lot of storage space. You got a little bit here in the console. Flips both ways. And you got the flybridge down below, but there's not a proper glove compartment here. And there's also not a frunk, so I don't know why as an electric vehicle it's kind of limited on storage, but that's just something to deal with. But I just really like it. I like the soft leather. The front seats are heated and ventilated, the rear seats are heated, you got the heated leather wrapped steering wheel, dual zone automatic climate control. I like the layout of it a lot. What I really like too is that Lexus finally got rid of their stupid joystick controller they had. This is all touchscreen, very easy to find it. Nice big 14-inch screen. It looks like a television in the dashboard. Pretty easy to use. Again, you got adjustments for climate control here. You can go into the menus, you can voice control, you can do all that. One thing I would like, I always say this, I like the volume knob. I also want a tuning knob. You're sitting in traffic, you want to kind of flip through some of the satellite radio stations. It's just kind of click, 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 or you got to go find the other menu. It just drives me nuts. I just rather have a tuning knob. But everything looks good. You got wireless phone charging down below. You also got wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, so easy to connect everything and go through that. I also like the controller here for the gear selector. I think this works out really well too. Push down over for drive, push for park. Very easy to use and very convenient. So again, I like this. I like the way it looks, like the way it feels. And I like the soft leather that they used. It works nice. Flat screen gauge cluster. Also has a projector heads-up display. So it's very nice for speed and also for all your safety systems. Navigation, that's all out over the, looks like it's hovering out over the hood. So they've just done, again, a really nice job of laying it all out. Some other unexpected luxuries has the Mark Levinson audio system, which I guess really isn't unexpected in Lexus. They've had that for many years. But that sounds very nice in here. And I really like the roof. It's opaque right now. You press one button and it goes clear. So my daughter was very impressed with that. That was very cool. You press to keep the sun out. It's very fancy. And all the lights are just kind of touch pads, and everything just feels very high tech and very modern inside. So let's talk about the driving experience. It drives nice. It's very smooth, it's very quiet, it rides nice. It's one of the nicest riding electric crossovers I've experienced. It really is a Lexus in every way that it is. In fact, being an EV makes it a better Lexus. It's even quieter and even smoother. But there is a downside to it, and for me, this is where Lexus has really missed the boat on this vehicle. It's in recharge time and range. So this one has the big wheels, this one has all-wheel drive, it's twin motors, so it's got all-wheel drive in it. The driving range is only 196 miles. That really needs to be something north of 300 miles in a vehicle like this. And then there's the recharge time. Recharge time is okay. So if you're doing a 240 volt home charger or charger at work, you can fully charge it in 10 hours. So you can do it overnight. But the fast charger, to get to 80% charge, takes about 30 minutes. So again, that's not horrendous, but some of the faster competitors, it's under 20 minutes. So, you know, when you're standing by a charger, waiting for the recharge, trying to drive on a trip, you know, you're there for quite a while. And because of the range, you're doing it fairly often. So as a city car, I think it's wonderful. If you're driving in the driveway, putting in your garage, plugging it in at night, you're not likely to drive much more than 200 miles in a day anyway. So I think it's fine as a city car. But if your mission really is to get in this car, drive across country, and use it as a regular car, I think you're going to find that it's a little short on range and also a little long on the recharge time. But it's quick enough too. I mean, 0 to 65 seconds. I guess that's not quick compared to some of the faster Teslas, but you know, I remember a time that was supercar speeds, and I think it's plenty for, you know, a family crossover. So again, overall, it's very, very nice vehicle to drive. They just really have got to get to that next generation of battery technology. It's relatively short range, and the longer recharge times would be forgivable if the price kind of reflected that. But this comes with a full luxury price. So the RZ starts just under $60,000. This one, as we've got it equipped with everything on it, $67,095. So it is not an inexpensive vehicle. But if that price doesn't bother you and you drive it and you like it, I think you'll really enjoy this vehicle. Next week we'll have another fun car. Till then, storm forward.